weird description would I try to give this? Because I'm the queen of weird descriptions. Hey guys, welcome back. So got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I don't mean to be repetitive, but still loving the bronzy, summery sort of makeup. I have a really simple cheek favorite. Yeah, I don't know, just these coppery, bronzy, warm sort of colors. I just can't stop wearing them. So got more favorites kind of in that family again this week. So let's get to it. So eyeshadow, I was playing with several things. So first off, this one by Klarity Kosmetics. Such a super cute palette. This is the Chocolate Seduction palette, and it says the Chocolate Lovers palette. So really pretty packaging on it. It's a pretty big palette. And it also smells like chocolate, which is amazing. It smells like hot cocoa mix is what it smells like. So yummy. Has a nice mirror in it. And this is kind of the color story in here. It's this beautiful chocolatey sort of themed palette. The main colors I was playing with this week, this one right here, this one right here, this one, and this one. These are super pigmented, really beautiful. You do not need a lot of product at all with this palette. I mean, a little bit goes a long way with it, and these are richly pigmented. I mean, just absolutely beautiful. Definitely tap off your brush because they are a soft formula, but not in the fact that like it poofs away. It's just really pigmented. You just don't need a lot of product, which I got a lot of product, so I had to blow off my hand. So you don't have to get that much product at all. I mean, look at that. Beautiful. And doesn't this just like, looks like a chocolate bar. It's beautiful. So I have a little bit of this on my lids over something else. I have a little bit of this in my crease, a little bit of this in my outer corner, a little bit of this. I layered a lot of things. I have a lot going on just because I was playing with makeup and trying to put on all the favorites. So there it is. Ugh, so impressed. They also have, I've had this palette for a while. I have really enjoyed it. They also have a peachy themed palette that I really want. That one looks really pretty. So yeah, love this. And then OFRA so sweetly sent me some goodies, and I have really been enjoying this palette specifically. This is the signature palette in Getaway. Y'all, is this not just like the perfect, easy, summery sort of palette? It's so peachy, bronzy, really nice quality. So pretty. Love it. So I'm like looking at my eyes thinking, what did I use? I used a little bit of this on my lids and a little bit of this in my outer corner. But I've worn other colors this week and really enjoyed them. So let me show you some swatches. So this one is more of your, you know, soft, easy, everyday sort of palette. Because these are lighter sort of colors. Kind of like, oh, how would I describe it? Like lighter, peachy, coppery sort of color. So it's not quite as deep in color tone as the Chocolate Seduction palette. It's more kind of a light, peachy copper sort of shades. And then of course, kind of a golden shade there. Beautiful. Really easy to blend. This one is, I believe, yeah, the only matte in the palette, and it's really easy to blend. I mean, no problems whatsoever. The metallic-y shades are rich and beautiful. They're not as like wha-bam in your face metallic as the Chocolate Seduction palette for sure, but these can definitely be kicked up with a setting spray. I mean, they're still really beautiful just like that. But if you want them more to look like that melted metal, you could just use them with a setting spray and that will totally kick them up. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, love that one too. And another C-Color Cosmetics palette. This one, y'all. This is like summery vacation fun. It's beautiful. So this is the Seaside palette. Look at that cute glittery design to it. So fun, so happy. I love it. And it totally matches the color theme of it inside because it's got this kind of warm, look to it, and then the blue writing, and that's definitely what is happening on the inside. So it's got this kind of reflective design there. It does have a mirror. I don't know if I've looked at if this mirror is like, yeah, it looks good. So here is the palette. So you can see it's very warm, but then you've got these really fun kind of tealy blue shades in there. So definitely matches the outside packaging. So I love it. Yeah. Main ones I was playing with this week, this one, and then these two together. So I have all those on today. Like I said, I was layering all the things, but I did wear this one on my lower lash line one day, and it's beautiful. I mean, look at that. Oh my gosh. And this palette is super affordable. I believe it's like $10 on Amazon or $7 or $7.50 on C Color Cosmetics website. So it is super duper affordable. I really like the formula on these shadows. I kind of have seen differences in the formula in each of this, well, not each of them, but certain C Color Cosmetics will have a certain feel to them, and then other ones have a slightly different feel to them. So this one I think is a really good formula to it. Timothy's working on a project outside, so if you hear like drilling, he's working on a project. This one is not overly soft. It's really nice and pigmented, easy to blend, so I super duper like the formula of this one. It's not overly soft or anything like that. Just a great formula. Some of theirs I notice are a little bit softer, take a little bit more building, but then others are, you know, like this, where it's not overly soft and it doesn't take a lot of building. So this is one that's very easy to work with. I mean, look at that. Beautiful. I mean, that is so richly pigmented, and that's dry. That's not with a setting spray. You could use it with a setting spray if you want to, but I don't think you necessarily have to. Pretty, pretty. Let me show you the blue one just for funsies. Let me get a little swatch of that. Wowza. I mean, hello pigmentation. That's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a great palette. Blush and lips, I kept it really simple, and I was really mainly reaching for two things. So first off, for blush, NARS Madly. This is totally one of those blush, bronzery, one and done step cheek products. So this time of year where I'm just kind of loving warm toned, easy makeup, this is perfect for that. This one has been a long time favorite of mine. It's really pretty. I built it up quite a bit on my cheeks because I knew I was filming, so I really wanted you guys to be able to see. Ooh, I forgot to tell you. My highlighter is from the Seaside palette. Hang on, let me get this back out and show you. I almost forgot to mention this to you, and this is a really good highlighter. So yeah, this lightest shade right here, it doesn't look overly metallic or anything, but man, it's a beautiful cheek highlighter. It just ends up being this kind of soft, subtle, champagne-y gold sort of a shade. And because it's not overly metallic, it kind of just has that lit from within glow. It's beautiful as a highlighter. So anyway, that's my highlighter I have on. Wore it several times that way and love it. So anywho, back to Madly. Is this what? Yeah, Madly. I was like, is that the name? Yes, Madly. So it's this beautiful, just, yeah, I don't know, light, bronzy sort of a shade. So yeah, I built it up quite a bit so you could see it on my cheeks because I knew I was filming, but you can see it there. Really pretty bronzer colored blush is how I would describe it. It's awesome. So yeah, it is a satiny sort of a finish to it. It's not necessarily overly rosy, which I like these kind of products even more if they have more of a rose reddish tint to them. This one really doesn't. It's really more of a, I mean, honestly, if I just looked at this, I would think it was a bronzer. It's really more of that mid-tone bronzer sort of a tone to it. It's not overly orangey, it's not overly reddish, but it just more looks like a light kind of a bronzer. So I think I would love it even more if it were a little bit more rosy, but I still love it. It's one of my go-tos. It's easy. You can just blend it into your cheekbones and blend it up a little bit as your blush. So you get that kind of shape to the face, but then you also get the look of some color to your cheeks. It's awesome. And then lips, I love this lip color. So this was mainly the thing that I was reaching for. It's really comfortable. It's easy. It's one of those easy kind of lipstick formulas. This is Charlotte Tilbury Super Cindy. Super Cindy. So that's the shape of it right there. And it's this beautiful, what weird description would I try to give this? Because I'm the queen of weird descriptions. Peachy, light terracotta. I like to bring terracotta into every description, it seems. But yeah, peachy, light terracotta is how I would describe this one. It's really beautiful, a great summery shade. So I love the color to it. It's kind of a satiny finish, sets down on your lips, becomes a little bit more matte, but definitely not a dry matte. It's very comfortable, really long wearing, low maintenance. I think because of the formula, you really don't need a lip liner with it, so that makes it even easier. So yeah, great formula. Love the color. It's a fancy lipstick. It has a fancy price tag, but it looks fancy. It feels fancy. It's a nice formula. Love the color. So yeah, it's great. Okay guys, those are all my favorites. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you've been loving or maybe not so much loving. Let me know what you've been up to recently. I would love to hear that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!